Alongside teleconsulting platforms, existing digital-based healthcare services propose automated solutions such as medical chatbots to interact with patients. Nevertheless, previous research stressed their lack of human-like interactions, delaying implementation. The advent of metaverse may fill this gap by catapulting patients and doctors into a parallel virtual reality made up of avatars where interactions are as similar as those in the real world. By leveraging on a sample of 689 participants to an international experimental study, this paper investigates the effect of the human-like interactions on the individual's intention to use such digital-based healthcare services. We analyze the relationship through the perceived anthropomorphism mediating the two options. Moreover, by considering the peculiarities of the doctor-patient relationship resulting not only from professionalism, but also from social interactions, we analyze the moderating effect of emotional receptivity. Results show that higher-level human-like interactions positively influences individuals' intention to use such healthcare service via the effect of perceived anthropomorphism. Moreover, such effect is significant only among individuals who exhibit higher level of emotional receptivity. 1. Introduction. The advent of new technologies, such as augmented reality, virtual reality and blockchain, have contributed to the rapid transformation of healthcare business models into digital healthcare business models in the attempt to fully exploit their disruptive potentialities and guarantee hyper-patient-centric care services. To date, globally, revenue in the digital healthcare newer business models is projected to reach $170.20 billion in 2023, and it is expected to show an annual growth rate of 10.78%, resulting in a projected market volume of $256.30 billion by 2027. Digital healthcare platforms and solutions may provide clinicians with a more holistic, continuous monitoring of their patients' health conditions with enhanced opportunities to reach better medical outcomes and improve communication, efficiency, efficacy and the patient overall experience across the care continuum. More importantly, such new digital platforms may bring together ecosystem participants to build new business models able to co-create goods and services, enable wider patients to reach, access new capabilities, and finally increase business performances. The metaverse is perhaps the latest digital technology employed in the healthcare industry. The metaverse in healthcare has been valued at $6.85 billion in 2021 and it is projected to surpass $72.10 billion by 2030, growing at a CAGR of 29.89% from 2022 to 2030. As a simulated digital environment that combines multiple elements of existing technologies, such as AR, VR, and blockchain, along with social media elements, the metaverse creates spaces that enrich individuals' interaction by mimicking the real world. The result is a parallel world where individuals may virtually live their lives. By leveraging on these technologies, the metaverse is rapidly becoming a virtual space in which differences with reality become almost imperceptible, and individuals are made possible to work, meet virtually, do business and purchase goods by acting with their avatars. In simple words, an individual's avatar is the virtual equivalent of a single real person. It is a virtual character representing an individual in the 3D world. It is built on the concept of virtual agents consisting in a software program that uses scripted rules and, increasingly, AI applications to provide automated service or guidance to humans. Such avatars embody high levels of anthropomorphism in terms of attribution of human characteristics to non-human entities, objects or concepts. In other words, avatars are tailor-made on the basis of the individuals they represent in the real world. Different from virtual agents, avatars act exactly like puppets commanded by the real person who controls them. The advent of the metaverse offers, alongside the many and varied business opportunities, the possibility of accessing a series of services from the comfort of home, such as in the case of healthcare consultation services. This makes the metaverse the realm of promising solutions in the healthcare and medical field. Indeed, the metaverse in the healthcare services may address specific issues such as the access to care without geographical limitations, opening new channels of treatment, wellness and fitness at lower costs while improving patient outcomes. Especially in the healthcare industry, the metaverse involves the convergence of three major technological trends, which all have the potential to impact healthcare individually, creating new solutions for care delivery that lower costs and vastly improve patient experiences. These major technological trends refer to telepresence, allowing people to be together virtually, even while they are apart physically, digital twinning, and the aforementioned blockchain, with its ability to let individuals create a distributed internet. However, by considering the peculiarities of the healthcare and medical field, specifically concerning the relationship between doctors and patients, the metaverse may help to overcome some critical issues not currently addressed by the current digital business models. Previous literature acknowledges that the relationship between doctors and patients is built not only on professionalism recognized by the patient to his/her doctor, but it is also identified in a mix of individual characteristics such as empathy, emotionality, positive attitudes for reassuring the patients that may help patients to build a solid relationship with him or her. This form of interaction in existing online healthcare services, such as in the case of teleconsultation, may remain unaltered as it is technically conducted in an online environment consisting in a remote consultation in which the interactions between a doctor and a patient for diagnostic or therapeutic advice is done through electronic means. Other existing digital-based healthcare services, for example teleconsulting delivered through medical chatbots, have been increasingly implemented. These medical chatbots consist of medical AI-powered conversational solutions that may help patients and healthcare providers to easily connect to each other. They capture patients' information and data, assist healthcare professionals based on a set of questions/answers to identify different kinds of diseases, disseminate medical information by offering patients support for self-diagnosis purpose. Alternatively, they are used to carry on a preliminary screening procedure before to connect patients with real doctors. Despite the increasing use of medical chatbots to provide digital-based healthcare services, recent literature highlights the lack of human-like interactions which characterize such service provided through these fully automated medical chatbots. In the case of the metaverse, many promising opportunities may emerge for digital-based healthcare services as effective communication, communicating with emotion, face-to-face communication and social interactions, that are critical for doctors-patients relationship, may be expressed by the avatars. Nevertheless, the translation of these interpersonal relationships into a virtual environment with an avatar is complex. To date, a recent study focusing on virtual agents' anthropomorphism reports that individuals exhibit positive emotions only when their smile is imitated by the agent's positive expression regardless of their belief. The research shows how a positive congruent response by a virtual agent can overcome the effect of believing that the agent is a computer program, and thus contribute to achieving effective human virtual agent interaction. This issue is particularly critical to manage, especially considering the so-called uncanny valley theory, which describes individuals' sensation to experiment with a common unsettling feeling people experience when human-like digital tools and audio/visual simulations closely resemble humans in many respects but are not quite convincingly realistic. Thus, focusing on the different levels of perceived anthropomorphism in designing such new virtual settings may be very important before implementation. In the attempt to increase attention around the business opportunities of the metaverse in the healthcare services, this paper builds on the research stream reporting the necessity of maintaining the doctor-patient relationship and interactions also in the virtual world. Through an experimental study, the paper investigates the effect of human-like interactions in a digital setting on the individual's intention to use such digital-based healthcare services. Our research attempts to shed light on the mediating role of the anthropomorphism as perceived by individuals, and on the moderating role of their emotional receptivity. Our results show that the level of human-like interactions positively affects individuals' intention to use a digital-based healthcare service provided by doctor's avatar, through the effect of their perceived anthropomorphism. In other words, the high human-like interaction condition exerts a positive effect on individuals' intention to use when they report higher perceived level of anthropomorphism. Furthermore, individuals' emotional receptivity moderates such effect, revealing a significant role only among individuals with a higher emotional receptivity tendency. 6. Conclusions and limitations. The landscape of digital-based healthcare services is being reshaped by current technology breakthroughs. Existing digital business models provide automated services to connect with patients, such as medical chatbots. Despite this, past study has shown their lack of human-like interactions. In this scenario, the introduction of metaverse may fill this void by catapulting patients and clinicians into a parallel virtual reality made up of avatars, with interactions as close to those in the real world as feasible. The opportunities enabled by new technologies and the transition of traditional business models to digital business models are disruptive in the healthcare sector. Based on previous literature, we demonstrate that, by considering the currently known virtual agents characterized by different levels of human-like interaction because of their technicalities, individuals' reaction may change. More specifically, in this paper we demonstrate that the human-like interaction level may positively influence individuals' intentions to use, through the effect of their perceived anthropomorphism. Moreover, by considering the peculiarities of the doctor-patient relationship resulting not only from professionalism, but also from emotionality, empathy, and nonverbal communication, we postulate that such an effect may be magnified by patients' emotional receptivity seeking, especially in fully virtual environments. Despite the potential important implications of the research, our study presents some limitations that may open avenues for future work. Firstly, we only looked at individuals' emotional receptivity to express the need for nonverbal communication in a doctor's-patient relationship. Thus, future studies could investigate other individual differences such as individuals' personality, socio-demographic, or other doctors-patients relationship-related features such as trust. Future research efforts may also try to expand our proposed conceptual model by including other potentially relevant variables, such as those related to individuals' emotional states. Moreover, as we manipulate the human-like interaction level by using medical chatbots versus metaverse-based avatars, future studies could focus on different digital-based healthcare services to expand our findings. Finally, future studies may also consider different kinds of healthcare services to investigate how to co-design effective virtual environments, so to further shed light on possible differences in patients' and doctors' reactions. From a managerial perspective, future studies may try to focus on how to manage this complex digital transition, and the related impacts on healthcare business performances. The metaverse presents the potentials to facilitate healthcare as a service through the concept of the avatar that can offer an innovative element for the benefit of both patient and healthcare professionals, becoming a real concrete example of technologies serving the humanity. We hope with this research to offer some contributions to the nascent literature on the individual's intention to use such digital-based healthcare services. Nevertheless, many important questions remain regarding equal access to the metaverse technologies, and the barriers to new healthcare services based on income levels.